live from our studio.
Hopefully it's all working. Surprise! Welcome back. We troubleshooted and then we added new stuff. So now we got some new things to go wrong and some old things hopefully is fixed. We spent some time afterward with the last feed and hopefully we fixed the color problem and hopefully my mouth is moving with the sound of my voice is moving with my mouth. Let's go with that. So, we've been working on updating this and been, just doing a live show. And on the slate today is we're going to do some deluxe G.I. Joe with Timber. Deluxe Snake Eyes with Timber. But let's muck around with some other stuff here. So I've got another thing here. I had some questions in the community area, the community tab, and I forgot to cover it last week, but we'll cover last week's question and this week's question and how to get to those community tabs if you don't know how to get there. So let's get on over to the first poll. So this is the poll from a couple weeks ago. The poll was the next Lego set for our time-lapse build. What do we call here, or what I call here, lovingly call a moment of geek. It's supposed to be a visual relaxation type thing. So the next Lego set that I wanted to build was either Batman 22, the Batmobile 20 from 1920. Yeah, let's try that again. The Batmobile from 2022, this year's Batmobile, or the Batmobile from 1966. It seems like 22% of you said the 22, and the 66% of you said, 70% of you said the 66. So it looks like the next, whatever I just called that, the next moment of geek zen that we're going to do is going to be the Batmobile 66. And then for this past week's poll, who could win in a fight, Batman or Wolverine? And it seems like 54% of you think Wolverine can beat Batman in a fight. Interesting subject. One of you did comment though. Noir7 says, Batman, because anybody that has a contingency plan to take out Superman is smart enough to fall back and figure out how to take on Wolverine. Honestly, I can't argue with that logic. So, if you want to participate in the communities, you just got to go over to the community tab, and I would put the link in the description, but the link in the description does diddly half the time. Most people are messaging me because it doesn't take them anywhere, or it doesn't show up, or whatever. So here is the easiest way that you can get to the community tab. You just go to www.youtube.com/bestowtv and you just click that little button right there that says community, and it will take you to the community tab. And in there, I'm going to try to put a question once a week to see what what you guys think, and maybe give us a talking subject or whatever. The next one that's on here. Oops, I didn't take a note, so I'm going to try to read this itty bitty thing. What does it say there? It says, which comic book, Jesus Christ. I think I need like bifocals or something. What comic book cinematic universe do you like? DC or Marvel? Go to the community tab and vote now, and we'll see what happens. See what's going to happen there. Fun stuff. I already see some of you are in the chat. Paul Tidd, YouTube told me. YouTube told me. Good job. Good job. What is going on here? So, that's awesome. So I got a chat. Live chat. Come on. Live chat just wants to put the question, the poll that I put on there. It's just throwing the poll right on top of it so that I can't see anybody else. So sorry, Paul Tidd, I can't read your thing because there's just a big block over it. And love technology. Technology is always the greatest. It's always awesome when it works out the best, and it always just, like I go to read a cracked article, and I'm going through, and then there's like pop up after pop up after pop up, and then half the time it tells me that I have a virus on my phone, or it comes in and pops up, and then I can't get rid of it, and I just, only wanted to read the article. Why would I want to read the article when I could buy like shoes or something and do something much more important with my life? Technology. Yay, technology. But here is the thing that this isn't the thing. This is a part of the thing. This is a thing. The shot is closer than I expected, but you may have seen these on our live-ish when we were trying to do the live stuff. So here is the Snake Eyes. This is the Snake Eyes first release. This is a Snake Eyes movie release, and this is a fake timber that I had purchased to go with the Snake Eyes that I never got out of the box, so go figure. But Hasbro recently did a Snake Eyes with timber. They actually put a timber with Snake Eyes, and it's over there in the pile of boxes. Well, it's actually over here in this one box that I picked out, and I'm hoping is actually the actual Deluxe Snake Eyes with timber. Let's see here. Hold on. I can actually read some stuff from Paul Tidd. I said Batman just needs to wait for everybody to die of old age to defeat them. He'd be waiting a long time if he was waiting for Wolverine to die of old age. Just saying. Also listened to the new podcast episode this morning. Good stuff. Yeah, if you guys don't know, or if you don't listen, I'm a co-host with Mr. Lobo on the Sleepless Nights of Insomnia podcast. We do a lot of weird stuff over there. Now that I'm testing out these streams and doing these live casts, there's a possibility that maybe one of these episodes coming up will be a live cast of the podcast, a pod live cast. I don't know if that works that way, but then here's the book. So hopefully whatever's in this box is what should be in this box. Hopefully we get what we're getting. Hopefully we find what we need. Hopefully, Paul, you can hear me. Hopefully my mic's working. Again, this is all, why give me like levels or anything that I can see? Tell me that it aired out and never show me anything. So we are going to just get right into this. We're gonna do our unboxing, our unshipping. Mr. Lobo does his unboxing, reboxings, and I just do my unshippings. So. Paul says, I can hear you good. That means my mic is working. Hopefully it's in sync with my mouth. There we go. Ha 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 ha! Sorry, I peeked. Sorry, I saw a little bit, but I saw the blue box, so I could tell. This was the one. So it's not the Disney box or anything else. And this one I picked out specifically because I've been talking about doing a retro new review, which we did like 3 episodes with Mr. Lobo a long while ago now. And I've been talking about rebringing it back for over a year now, and it's just for one reason or another, it's just been delay after delay after delay. And one of the things that I want to put on there, I kind of want to just do on the first episode, is the Deluxe Snake Eyes with timber. So I want to get this out of the way, and then we can get the start shooting, or I don't know, come up with other reasons to not shoot. But there we go. And this is my first time. Not as fun without the sound effects. This is my first time seeing this. I have yet to see this. So here is. Or should I hold it up a little bit higher? So there's the back. There's the back. And here is the Snake Eyes in timber. So I don't know. I don't know to scale. I think my timber is better than their timber. I don't know. Maybe timber had puppies. What do you think? Think timber had puppies? So yeah, so this is supposed to be the commando version of Snake Eyes. So this version is the ninja version, who has the visor that goes across. This is actually the version. It's kind of weird looking in the chat, or not the chat rooms, but the different communities, and people actually prefer this one. But I guess because I'm probably younger than some of those in the communities, I actually kind of prefer this one because this is the one that I like. This is the one I grew up with. So, and I believe this cinema version, of course, also has the visor. So this is the ninja version versus the commando version. But they packed the commando version in here. Timber has two different sets of heads, so you can swap them around, and all the weapons and doodads and stuff. You know, I guess I could go and I could pop this head on there so we can actually see his face and he can talk and do other things that he never did in the TV series. Not opening it on the show right now, sorry. This is actually going to be reserved for Retro New Review. I know I make a lot of empty promises. I've been promising this for a while, but this is going to be the first episode, so I'm going to definitely take him out of the box and get him out on the table. But I want to know from the community, maybe you can write it in the community tab, maybe you can write it in the chat right now, or if you're watching this later, you can actually type it down in the comment section. What you would like to see in a review show, a Bestow TV type review show. I know a lot of people have asked for like paint jobs or looking at the eyes or bendability, flexibility, ab crunch, a lot of stuff that just kind of is like a lot of people do. And granted, you know, people may be coming to this channel as opposed to everybody else's channel. I kind of don't want to constantly be on repeat what a lot of other people say. I want to put the Bestow TV stink on it. So, you know, I would like to, I think what I would do is I would unbox this one. These two will probably get unboxed off camera and maybe do a comparison, compare them to the other versions. I do not have my original Snake Eyes. I don't have my vintage Snake Eyes, so I can't really show them off. But there's that. And I also want to know, and this is actually, if you go to the communities, this is going to be a question. I want to know, you know, I'm gonna bounce around some ideas of how I want to write the show. This is actually going to be a scripted show. A Retro Nerd Review is going to be a scripted show. And I was thinking of opening something that I have that's not really planned to, not anything that I had planned for an episode, and just do a dry test run, but do it live. Just run the live camera. So I would do another one of these shows, and then I would just run it live, and then hopefully get instant feedback from those who want to provide instant feedback and tell me what for. And a lot of cat hair flying around here for the cats not being in here. Yeah, so I can get it like instant feedback so that we know how we're progressing and how, you know, how it goes before I go and I put it up there and not hear anything for like a week or 2 weeks or at all. Hopefully like get instant information. Sure, go with that. But that's basically the plan that I had today. I know we went a little bit longer last week, and I have a Paul. If you have a question, or any of the other viewers, if you have a question, please send them in the chat right now. I am going to answer some questions, but right now I have one that came from the Sleepless Nights Patreon. That is not it. From Andrew Ellis. Excuse me. Andrew Ellis says, what would you do with your own movie studio? I think I'm doing it right now. Andrew also asks, what one media franchise, movies, books, comics, video games would you take with you to a deserted island? So if I had a choice to bring this stuff, I'm just going to go on vacation on a desert island. Yeah, I understand what you mean. It's a good question. I was working on it while we were setting up and while we were doing some test runs and some test feeds. I think, and it's kind of tough because I've already pretty much read all the material from this person, and this person's no longer around, so he's not writing anything new. But I think if I were on a desert island and I had to consume like one specific franchise, I think I would stick with Terry Pratchett's Discworld or Terry Pratchett's library entirely, because there's not too many books I don't think outside of the Discworld series. Like there's like Good Omens, and there's a few other, but I think it's like some of the other ones are like the Science of Discworld, which is not even written in the Discworld. It's just actually written about the true sciences that are related to Discworld. I think that's what I'd probably go with. That would take some time, and I mean it would be a lot of rereading because I've already read the majority of those books. There's very few. I mean, a lot of the later books right before he passed I didn't get to. So yeah, there's that. Let's see here. Have you seen the G.I. Joe knockoff Legos? I saw some at TJ Maxx right before Christmas. They might be for something for you to buy, show off on your channel. They appear to be pretty cheap. Hold on 1 second. I'm going to, where is it? Where is it? Why won't you do this? My switcher stopped working. And here's technology. I love it. I love technology. I love that it works 100% all the time. No fail ever. Look at my logo for just a little bit while I step out, and I'll be right back. You'll probably hear me fumble in the other room, but I'll be right back. Hey cats. Is there any more? Please hold, your call is important to us. Alrighty. I am back. Hold on. Amazon has a lot of them, Paul Tidd also says. So, alright, let me set up here. Alright. So Paul, would you be talking about these Legos right here? Is this what they're kind of knockoffs? I guess Mega Bloks used to make them. I guess they had the licenses at one time, and I was told that Mega Bloks had a better, or maybe it was Creo. I'm looking because there's Mega Bloks over here, which has the He-Man stuff on the side, and I have Transformers that are done by Creo that are over there on the side. But I was told that these guys, you go and you put the sets together, and they don't fit in their cars as very well, or their airplanes and stuff. But yeah, quite a bit of them. You said you saw them on Amazon and TJ Maxx. A lot of them actually have been appearing in like, well, this was in Five Below. That was in Five Below, and I think they still are. So if you're still looking for them, that Five Below. That's something a little bit later. And then Amazon had these. These are dusty from sitting in the other room. So these are Ollie's. I don't know if I said Ollie's or Amazon, but there's that one. There's that one. Yeah, Paul Tidd says, yep. So these are all the ones that he's referring to. There's, geez. They've been sitting here for a while, so I didn't get a chance to dust them before. Thanks, Paul. Thanks for bringing these on here, and they're all dusty and there's that one. Looks like a drone and some yeah. Pardon my dust. That one. Snowcat. Actually, I'm kind of excited about this. That one. All these? Is this all? Is this all you've seen, Paul? If there's anything I'm missing, let me know. Oh, no, I'm not done yet. Oh no. And then finally, this is the last one, though, right? Cobra Rattler. So yeah, I don't know if I was going to do. I don't know if I was going to do these. I don't know if I'm going to do like a retro new review and stuff. I mean, I got plenty of stuff to review. I mean, I've got plenty of stuff to review. So I might do. This might be something that will go into Moment of Geek Zen. So these might be like a time lapse build. I don't know if like these big ones or these small ones rather. I don't know if these will fit in a. Because typically I do try to keep the videos to like 3 minutes. If I do something like this, it might not. I might go through it too fast. So we'll see. Everything's experimental on this channel. But yeah, so got quite a bit of them, and then I picked up a few. I picked up a few Creo Transformer stuff, and there's a Grimlock. There was a pop-up Christmas store that had like a Creo Grimlock that actually transformed. So I'm a little excited for that. Let me see here, back to the chats. Five Belows in California are not good. I missed the ones from when I lived in Florida. The one at TJ Maxx was really big, so it was like 3 different sets in a single package. That sounds like it sounds like maybe this one, which is the Sky Striker Night Raven. And then there was another one that had like a Jeep and a drone and stuff. Yeah. I mean, I've been following some of the Facebook, the GI Joe Facebook groups, and a lot of people were popping them up. And when they showed up at my local Ollie's, I was like, score, whatever. Hey, I'm into that. And I also picked up this, and this just recently came out, which actually brings up another question for the live feed. So this is the. Well, let's see if I can get it without the flare. But this is a deck building game that's for G.I. Joe that just recently came out. There's a Transformers one, so I have this one and the Transformers one that just came out. Unfortunately for like games, I kind of have to find like single player games. Nobody ever wants to play with me here. But what brings up the question is that if I can get the second camera working so I can have an overhead shot so I can switch her back and forth, I could actually do a live feed where I'm just kind of playing one of these games. I actually have that. I have the Transformers, which is also rated single player. I have the Marvel Champions, which is single player and looks outstanding. And I actually kind of want to do the campaign. I want to actually see if I can get some friends on and see if we can do the campaign one. And what was the other one? Oh, the Marvel Legends, which I really love. Marvel Legends was probably my first dive into these deck building games. So there's those options to actually have them on camera. If you guys want to see, comment in the comments below. Let me know. Tell me in my community, shout me out on Facebook, shout me out on Twitter, let me know. I mean, I'll be glad to do anything. 3 different boxes taped together. That might be like the small boxes too. But pretty cool. Yeah, I'll definitely keep an eye out and see if anything else pops up. I mean, I thought I pretty much found everything until the Five Below boxes popped up, and then I grabbed them. And then, of course, deck building game and the, what? Can you make the G.I. Joes fight Transformers in the card game? Is it the same rules? It's the same company. I was hoping, therefore, it would be the same rules, because the same company also does Power Rangers. So it's kind of like Legendary's kind of like that, kind of, sort of. I mean, they keep coming out with different expansions, and they're all like Marvel, but there's also like a 007 expansion, there's an Alien expansion, there's a Predator expansion, And the rules are for legendary are the same, so I'd imagine you could actually get them in there. You can get some uh, uh, um, you can get some X-Men to fight the Xenomorphs. But I was hoping with Renegade Studio, I was hoping that the Transformers and the GI Joe would cross over. I mean, that was one of the comics I remember is GI Joe versus Transformers, and I really would have liked to have seen the compatibility. Once it got here, once I actually read through the rules and watched some online tutorials, there are two different games. There's no crossover. I really wish that they had that potential, but yeah, whatever. Sometimes to make them work together may water one down more so than the other, or may diminish each product. So that's all right. That's fine. It's fine. I was totally into the crossover stuff because I like the what are they called? Dice Masters. And Dice Masters, DC made Dice Masters. Marvel had Dice Masters. You can match them up if you wanted to. I kind of wish that DC made some legendary cards because I'd like to have I'd match that up. Versus, which was from Upper Deck. Versus that was from Upper Deck also had Marvel. Marvel had they had a Marvel release. And they had a DC release, and you can mix and match. I had Superman team up with Wolverine to beat the snot out of Batman. So, it can happen. And there was something else. There was WizKids. The WizKids, they make HeroClix, and those are all compatible. So there's DC HeroClix, there's Marvel HeroClix. I used to own Indie HeroClix, which used to have Hellboy and stuff. So you could have Hellboy. Different fighting games. Paul Tidd, this is the Paul Tidd Show. This is the Paul and Paul Show. Welcome to the Paul and Paul Show. Welcome to the Paul and Paul Hour. On this hour, it'll be Paul talking about questions from Paul. Paul, over to you. Paul Tidd says, force Mr. Lobo to play with you. I'd love to. Maybe once he gets his new studio up and going, maybe we'll do a few games there. Maybe we'll live stream a few games there. Dixie's kind of more the gamer than Lobo though. we end up playing a lot of the we play the Clue while Lobo is I'm gonna take a break. I'm gonna tap out for a little bit. But we should get Clue. Get a game of Clue going live. That'd be awesome. Paul Tidd says he owes you for keeping him famous on your award-winning podcast. Well, it's not my award-winning podcast. That is totally his. I just maintain his IP. Industrial debris. Is it debris or debris? Just kidding. Industrial debris. House rules mash up everything. Yeah. Okay. We'll get the Joes out against Colonel Mustard in the Monopoly board, and roll for initiative. Pretty sure that. See, I wish this wasn't cut off. Why would you do this to me, YouTube? Pretty sure that G.I. Joe's crossed over a few times with the Transformers in the comics. They actually had. They not only did they cross over a few times, they had a G.I. Joe versus Transformers limited series for a while. I don't know if it was 4 issues or if it was ongoing. And I think when IDW picked it up, it's ongoing. Because while IDW had the franchise, there's actually the entire Hasbro universe where you get Mask and the Micronauts and ROM. They're all part of the same universe. Which I guess will be ending at the end of this year because Transformers and G.I. Joe are being moved out of IDW. So who knows where that's going to go. A lot of stuff. Haha, debris. All right. I'm going to give this another couple seconds. So get your questions up there. Answer your poll question in the chat room if you can. Get to the community and vote in the community. Talk the chats. Let's see here. Smoosh the like button. Share to 50 friends. Go to your refrigerator. Eat shredded cheese. What else does YouTube require me to say nowadays? Hit the hit the subscribe button, hit the little ringy dingy dingy, then eat some shredded cheese or in the blue moon, and then turn around 3 times clockwise, not counterclockwise, clockwise. And then share it to your best friend, but only on Tuesdays. Actually, share it any day. I don't really care if it's Tuesdays or not. The heck with YouTube and their rules. Other than that, I think that is it. Let's see if my board is going to be working, and we will. Oh, it's there. I see it. And goodbye.